powers, and that's how we start to see mutants. Yo, that would be so sick. And then you actually have like a struggle for Carol Danvers to be like, she's either in a coma or like she actually just lost her powers and is trying to gain it back.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, we are getting a lot of theories in terms of mutants, especially when Thanos snapped the fingers twice, and that
Yeah.
gave a lot of gamma radiation towards the whole world. Rocket Raccoon said that. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, that could have awakened mutant genes because that's what it needs to trigger it, right?" So we'll never know, right? I just wanna, I just wanna see my boy Gambit. I wanna see some cool people, man.
Remy.
Yeah, yeah,
Remy
Remy,
LeBeau.
yeah, Remy LeBeau, man. Um,
Yo,
and everyone
that
else. Of
man
course,
is
Magnus. I
smooth.
want to see Magnus up in there. If I don't see,
Yo, man. I need
uh,
to see the whole squad.
for real, dude, X-23, everything. Um, all right, so let's move on. Jesus, Captain Marvel's
Yo,
secret ending. Do you
sorry,
remember?
Captain Marvel. Sorry, girls. I
Do-
love y'all, but I went hard on her, and I'm
hey,
critical.
hey, they still have time to prove us wrong. So show us
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it's not like we're against women. Are you crazy? We've been praising Black Widow this entire video.
Yo, seriously.
Yeah. So
That's who you should have been looking to. Like, you shouldn't have made a fucking Captain Marvel movie then. You should have made a Black Widow movie then. Are you? Come on, like
yeah,
producers.
yeah.
That's because the producers are all men and don't know how to
Fucking
fucking
Harvey
satisfy the
Weinstein,
women.
you pig. Harvey Weinstein, you jackass.
Yeah, you fucker. You
Uh,
fucking fuck.
okay.
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
so I'm gonna go. Let's go a little bit new right now, and I'm gonna go with Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Ooh, where's that
And
going? B?
oh man, this is
Homecoming. It's the first one that
yes, the first
uh
one with
MCU, right?
yeah. I want to put it in A, but like I feel like it's a no. You don't feel like it's an A?
Nah.
I think
Homecoming? Nah. It's you know why? Because Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2.
Jesus. All right, I'm gonna put this in A, but obviously you could put that
Yeah,
in
I'm
somewhere
gonna put
else.
it in B.
Uh,
Which one is Homecoming?
it's the
Ah,
one.
that's the one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But where do I put it? Above Iron Man 2?
Putting it on the lower side of. I'm gonna make this. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That's where I put it. I don't know if you can see where I put it, but
hmm Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I know where you put it. It's yeah, it's above Ultron, but below Black Panther. I understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from on that. I actually have it on the lowest, so it's below Strange on A. So it's the lowest A for me.
Huh, nice.
But I think me and you have a different opinions on Tobey Maguire as Spider Man.
Oh man.
Just because, like, I don't know, like I saw the nerdiness in him, but I never saw the kid in him.
Right.
And that's what I
Right. Right.
wanted
Right.
to see. I wanted to see like Toby Maguire was
Okay.
never worried about curfew. He was never worried about homework as much as he was. You know what I mean? He wasn't worried about like the like I don't know. Like he was just wasn't. It wasn't believable, believable to me enough as an actor. As his age, he was in
That's
college,
fair.
and to me that was a little bit too old to even.
Was he meant to be in high school?
I believe so. Yeah. So Stan,
Really?
yeah.
In the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies?
Oh no, 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 he was college in that one. But in
Okay.
like when I read Spider Man as a kid, it was high school because
Ah, okay, okay,
it
okay.
was all about like um, yeah, like he was a pizza delivery boy. He um,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, so to me he was a little bit too old. Like I couldn't really see him as a kid, and so Homecoming was sort of and fuck, dude, what's his name? Uh, Batman was in it.
Oh, Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer. and
Yeah, that's
he
actually
played.
kind. You know what? Well, I still feel good about that
Dude,
position,
and
but
when he opened the door and he turned out to
yeesh.
be the dad of the girl he had a crush on, I was literally just like Peter, like speechless. Like I was like watching his every move. Like it was just like a
Dude,
standstill.
I felt. Did you feel uncomfortable in the
I
theater as
I
well?
felt mad uncomfortable. Like I could I was like, man, this sucks. I
Yo,
thought he was gonna have a break. I thought this was gonna be a nice
yeah,
prom night, but no, this guy's gonna end up. And
what a
then and
twist.
then the drive there when you slowly start to realize that the vulture knows now, and you're like, oh fuck, this is not gonna be your normal prom night, is it? It's gonna be hectic as fuck.
Yeah,
And so we got to see Damage Control in that one, which is a company owned by Stark in the comics, and it's supposed to. It was technically made because Hulk wouldn't stop smashing things, and so he had to make a company that would clean up after the city for all
right.
the collateral damage that they would do in terms of saving them. Which is as to why Hulk was sent to space or whatever. But that's another thing. Um,
He wasn't sent to space. What the fuck?
yes, in the
You,
Civil War graphic novel, the reason why Thor,
oh, really?
I mean, the reason why Hulk wasn't there was because the government's like he's too much money.
That's
Yeah. So Reed Richards was like, "Yo, you're going on a secret mission to space," and he's like, "All right," and then they just crash landed him to Sakaar, I
Sakaar?
guess. Yeah, and then that's why Hulk wasn't in the graphic novel in Civil War. Same thing as to why he wasn't in Civil War here either.
They
Because,
did that boy dirty.
anyways, yeah, it was a little bit too long for me for a standalone superhero movie. I think it was clocking in at 2 hours long. And
Really? That's a
there's
long as fucking movie.
because there's so many fights. I mean, even at the end, because Tony had to come in and take the suit away because
True.
he fought the vulture in the beginning when he found him in the I guess we're in the warehouse near the school buses when he fought Shocker, and then which was Crossbones' fist thing, by the way, the Electra's fist. Um,
Oh shit, that's sick.
yeah, from what was that Civil War, right? From Crossbone,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
he's like, "Bucky's alive," and then Cap's like,
What?
"What?" Yeah, and then he used that callback in Endgame to distract the clone Cap. He
Yeah.
said, "Bucky's alive," because he knew that he'd get
It's
psyched
big
out.
brains.
Yeah, um,
Wow.
yeah.
Know yourself.
I would say Spider-Man is A for me. Do you have any opinions on Homecoming?
Um. Well, just the Kilmer part was really good. Tom Holland's Spider Man. See, I think the difference with your expectation of Spider Man is different from me because
Absolutely.
when I was living in Dubai, I grew up on Spider Man as the animated series, which was pretty pretty close to the Tobey Maguire like rendition of Spider Man.
Yeah, he was already working for Daily Bugle, Brock.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eddie Brock and all that stuff.
yeah. Yeah, so that was my Spider-Man, and like the J. Jonah Spider-Man part. I mean, like, fuck, I can't believe they got J. Jonah back to work
Oh yeah,
for the
absolutely.
MCU,
That was dope.
which is sick.
Yeah.
And the better part is the twist is like he's an internet like he's like Alex Jones. Um, what's that? Infowars or whatever that podcast
Oh
is.
yeah. What's
Yeah,
it
yeah.
called?
So like that's the style that J. Jonah Jameson is
Yeah,
like doing.
instead of like a head newspaper journalist, he's now like one of those like
Yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean, like
that's
headlined people, right? That just shock
yeah.
value type of news, which is insane because it's just like TMZ sort of like it makes
Yeah,
sense, because he's all about
yeah,
creating a ruckus and like stirring the pot and
yeah. Oh fuck! Like that's actually such a smart way to integrate him into the MCU,
yeah,
and not be the classic like newspaper because like print media at this point is like pretty it's pretty futile.
yeah.
It's more like reserved for other uses now, like more in the memory of like or in the business of like memory, like for photo albums and like
Pamphlets.
yeah,
Start a revolution.
like
Couldn't have printed up pamphlets.
paper beats rock.
Yeah.
Yo,
Um,
but yeah, like so yeah, my expectations of Spider-Man was like he was living in the city and with his aunt and
hmm Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was in college and got bit by the radioactive spider, worked for as an assistant for uh, the lizard guy,
Yeah.
Dr. something.
The Dr.
Yeah,
Liz Ard.
Liz Ard.
So it's like if you watch Spider-Man 2 and then Jonah Jameson is there and he's like, "What do you think we should call this guy?" The guy's like, "Oh, Doctor Octopus," and the guy's like, "No, that's too bad. Doctor Strange. Oh no, that's taken. How
Yeah.
about Doctor Octopus?" It's like, "That's what I said." No, you didn't. So-
Yeah, see, that's why like those like I'm not saying that Tom Holland uh and like it's not a Tom Holland versus Tobey Maguire thing.
no,
It's like
completely different.
it's
Completely different.
the experience, like the whole experience. Because
Yeah.
J. Jonah Jameson in that movie was just pure genius. And I don't know if you saw the bloopers of that movie,
Was
but
there?
J. Jonah Jameson in the bloopers was like, "I need a new prop," like just that kind of shit.
Yeah, dude,
Like
he's
he's a
amazing.
thief.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man. I want pictures of Spider-Man. That's all he wants, right?
Yeah, it's like just you got to see the. I'll send you a link, but
And that's
yeah,
one of
that
the
movie is
quotes
very good.
from Spider-Man 2, man. After he wins in Marvel 1, he said one for JJ. That's it.
Yeah,
He
this
sets it
one's
up.
for JJ.
Yeah, once for
Yeah,
JJ.
yeah. See, like, so yeah, that's what I think about Spider-Man.
Okay.
And with that, I think I will put the Mysterio
Oh,
right. I would say right beside it.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's the Spider-Man uh, Far From Home. Yeah. I would put it
That's
in
hard.
B.
Yeah, I agree with that. Far From Home
Yeah.
was B. Uh,
Yeah.
to me,
Homecoming
it's
still is above it.
below Iron Man 2, just because of you know what? No, no, no. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal's great, man. That's just another addition of good actors coming into MCU.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they know how to cast. If there's one thing
Yeah.
that they really have spot on with stuff, is the casting, and they rarely miss. I mean, they miss sometimes, but they rarely do.
Yeah.
Um, the Gyllenhaal
I
did
uh,
great.
I really liked. Oh man, like the way that Nick Fury was acting
Mm-hmm.
was so accurate to how a fucking Skrull would act as Nick Fury.
You like,
Like just passes, but doesn't know much,
yeah,
and is like that was just really good writing. Or
yeah,
Sam Jackson knew how to do it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
It was kind of like you expected Fury to say those things. It was just kind of like, oh, let me throw you off by assuring you. It was a false sense of security, sort of,
Yeah.
and a feeling where you're like, oh, is that Fury or not? Because even Maria Hill, where she's like, yeah, she was captured in the capsule chamber, and it's like prison. You know, it's like is the she,
Yeah.
Tom
Like who
Holland's
talks
like,
like that?
yeah, Tom Holland's like, you mean like a cage? Yeah, the cage, yeah, in prison. Like, you know what I mean? Like there was just small little hints there, and then
This is
I
good. It's
wasn't thinking
like
that they were Skrulls, but it definitely made sense when they revealed it later on.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was cool because, man, it's only a matter of time until the Fantastic Four comes, and
yes,
then one Skrull will take all their powers, and
yes.
that thing will inferno everybody. That shit is one of the greatest
Can't
anchors,
wait,
bro.
dude. Fuck, I can't wait until we see a super scroll
Yeah, but
for the queen.
that's in the future. Hopefully in the next saga or so. But
Yeah,
I agree. Far From Home was really cool. We got to see a lot of growth in terms of Spider-Man and
yeah,
his not necessarily taking over the mantle as Iron Man, but becoming his own hero,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
he did the thing, the sliding thing, in his arm,
Yep.
and he's like,
Yep.
ACDC
And then
blasting in the
yo,
background, right?
you saw Happy is like a glimmer,
Oh yeah,
just a little bit.
definitely, man. He definitely saw a Tony Stark in there a little bit, and Happy Hogan is just that guy's been
He's
through
like,
a
huh?
lot. Yeah,
He's like, huh? Nothing. Nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
He said, "Hey, is your aunt free?" You know, he's trying to ask.
Yo, Marissa Tomei.
What was that? It was that
And
in the first one where it's like he's trying to FaceTime with their aunt. It's like, "Oh, is your aunt made there? Yeah, what are you wearing? Something skimpy, I hope." And it's like, and Peter just like looks at him like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Don't worry about it."
oh my god, man.
I love the
Like
subtle
that
hints.
dynamic, the the fact that Happy Hogan could interact as an assistant to Iron Man in the very beginning of Phase 1, and the fact that he can be like a, kind of like an assistant to Peter Parker now as he's inheriting all of this tech. Like, yo, tell me that John Favreau is not a watcher in the MCU.
Oh man, the Watcher. That's a whole different thing, man. Shout out to Stanley. Who? What was
Yeah.
his cameo in this one? I don't even remember. In Far From Home.
Um, which one is this?
Far From
Far.
Home. I really can't remember what his cameo was.
Yeah, but he did have a cameo for it
Yeah, that was his
because
last
it
one,
was
right?
the last one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Actually, maybe. Yeah, yeah, it was
No,
his
no, no.
last
There
one.
was one. There was one. I forgot.
Yeah, because he had one in Endgame where he's like, "Come on, man, make peace, not war.
Love war.
Yeah.
love war.
Make love."
Make
Sorry,
peace. Love war.
sorry. Make love, not war. Yeah. Enough said.
Oh, that's
Um,
how it goes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. True, 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 true.
yeah, hopefully there will be a third one, and they say that Sinister Six will might be there, um, because at the end of Homecoming we see Vulture in contact with Scorpion in the prison,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? And then
Ooh, yeah.
in the trailer for Morbius, he also meets up with Vulture. So I guess there's sort of like
Yeah.
some bad guy teaming up. And Peter Parker's always in the middle of it, and without Iron Man, he's gonna need some help, right?
So, yo, what's gonna happen?
We'll
Who's gonna
see.
assemble?
Deadpool is also a person that usually is with Spider-Man in the comics, but we'll see if Deadpool gets in this universe or not, right?
Dude, are we ready for that? That would be so sick.
Dude, Tanarama. Um, all right, let's move on as we're about to hit 3.5. Um,
Yeah, we're about to hit two towers.
so we're gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I'm putting this on the B's. It's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
B
yeah.
for me.
High B or low B? Mid?
Putting it,
I think high B for me.
yeah, like really high
Uh,
B,
right below Black Panther.
right below Black Panther. To me, is it's below Spider-Man,
Oh, okay.
below Far From Home. Cause like I might, obviously we're gonna watch it again, and I think I'll have a
You know
better
what?
opinion on it. But this one was really just for Quill, for Peter Quill's origin story, um, because there was a lot of speculation of who his dad was, where he came from, and so
Yeah.
obviously he's half human, half celestial being, um, played by fucking Escape from New York himself. I forgot his name. Kurt Russell. Um,
Kurt Russell. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
the dad, and it's also shows you a lot about family, the dynamic of the group, and how close they got, and how the faith was crumbling between that dynamic in comparison to what Quill said is I found my family, and Zoe said I thought you already did. Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we
What's
got
up with that?
introduced to Mantis, which is an awesome character. Shout outs to Palm Clementif for being such an amazing. Now I don't want to say dumb, but it's a little bit airheaded
Yeah.
assistant
Ego.
to Ego, which is pretty much a god, a celestial being, and she had more of a a better moral compass than him, and decided to leave the man's and stayed with the Guardians, and she played an integral part. I mean, they almost got Thanos' glove off, and
So
she
close.
put him to sleep.
S-
Yeah, like,
Dude,
and then
still mad about that.
one of the best scenes of her reading Quill's sexual desires for for
So good.
Gamora, and like Drax dying of laughter. Like,
Yo, man.
um,
And then she was like, "What's that like?" And she's just dying.
just dying even more.
Yeah.
We also got to see a little bit of tease of Adam Warlock in the end, which is the secret ending from the people who are made out of gold or whatever the fuck they're from.
Yo, what kind of race is that?
I have no idea. Gold race, I think. Goldar. That's where Goldar from Power Rangers came from.
Goldar, like the wrestler,
Yeah,
or is that Gold Dust?
Gold Dust, where
See,
his finisher is kicking your balls. Remember that
that's
he
dirty.
puts your legs on the turnbuckles. And do you remember what it's called? It's like the best name ever.
What's it
It's
called?
called Shattered Dreams. Dude, like how good is that name for what? You
Yo,
kick him in the balls and it's called Shattered Dreams.
stream. Let me know if you're about that WWF life.
Yeah, for real. Federation. Ain't no entertainment up in this bitch.
Federation.
It's a federation.
We were in the Federation, not fucking entertainment.
Um,
Because some idiots at home were trying this on their like friends, killing them. So fucking Federation had to turn into entertainment. Y'all were killing each other, you dumb morons.
um, anyways,
Oh yeah,
Guardians
we're
of
on
the
stream,
Galaxy
right?
2. For Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that's where also we saw Yondu pass away, which super sad, man.
Oh,
Because he was such a cool character, and he just got his new antenna thing, and the way him and
so
Raccoon
sick.
busted out was insane. Where he was just like whistling, and then like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Graphics wise, it's probably the most visually brilliant like Marvel film to date. Like next to Doctor Strange
mm,
ish in concept, but like just the colors,
mhm.
so much colors.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was really like they wanted to give us like neon organic shit, where it was
yeah,
just like ego is a living planet, and they wanted to show you that through everything. Even the beginning, man, where everything the gold people, like how much color can you
yeah,
have already? You know.
yeah.
Um,
That was like practical as well. Like that room, that
mm,
the studio that they were in, and the costumes are all practical.
yeah,
Everyone's in gold. That's crazy.
absolutely. Um, and it solidified the relationship between Quill and Yondu. He might have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. You know what I mean? Like that's
That's
the and you could
man,
see Quill.
heartbroken.
Yeah, Quill was like teary eyed at that point, where he's like, "You're right. You know, Yondu, you're the only one that's been keeping me safe, and regardless of what he says about him eating him, it's really just to say to keep him safe, right?" Um, and Yondu knew
Yeah,
from the start that his dad was a jackass, right? But he knew that he didn't have a say in it because that wasn't really his son. Um, we also get to see Sylvester Stallone be in the MCU, being one of the old, I guess, he was an
Ravager.
old Ravager. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh," that's what he said, right?
Yo, stream. I got hit.
I don't know. I'm sorry if my Sylvester
Yo.
Stallone impression is
Oh
not
shit.
that good, but that's the best I can do.
Yo, poor Sly.
Uh, um, hopefully, hopefully we get to see more of him in Volume 3 because I heard that Volume 3 is obviously there with Thor now, and we get to see. And I heard, I don't know if speculation, that Beta Ray Bill is going to be voiced by none other than Christian Bale himself, dude. Are
Yo,
you
are you
crazy?
kidding
The
me?
Dark Knight? Get fucked, dude. At least I'm not the one wearing a hockey mask. You know what I mean? Like, dude.
Yo,
Shout outs to
I hope
Bane.
it's not like that.
That's what
Yo,
that's what Bane says, right?
fuck.
Oh, sorry, not
I
Bane.
hope
Beta Ray Bill.
I hope that they make Beta Ray Bill the most angelic voice character in the Marvel universe.
I hope so. I hope,
Cause
yeah,
dude looks like a camel.
yeah. I hope that he has the same voice as Dormammu in Marvel. That shit is cash. Power of the. Okay,
Welcome to my realm.
yeah. He just like squeezes you under
Ooh.
the little fingers.
Ooh. And the squeeze sound,
Yeah,
yo.
it's crazy. All right. What did you put in? Is it me or is it you now?
I just put in Guardians 2.
Guardians, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh, we've only
gonna.
got 5 left,
Yeah,
stream.
we
Look
only
at
have
that.
5 left. I'm gonna go with Iron
Yo,
Man
are you
3.
telling me? Wait. Which one?
Iron Man 3. This is the next
Ooh.
one I want to talk about is Iron Man 3. And
Exactly. Yeah, I know where it's going.
do you?
Yeah.
Do you know where it's going?
For me, I know where it's going.
It's going for B for me. It's going to B, letter B, because I feel like it's integral in Tony Stark's growth and his overcoming fear of the unknown. Because Iron Man 3 was all about PTSD. It was all about can't sleep at night because there's aliens coming out from the fucking sky. And I gotta keep making suits because if I stop making suits, then they win. Because there's so many of them. We don't know where they are, what time they're coming. And so that to him was like his obsession with protecting people. That's why he had so many suits there because like it was just. Imagine he was the only one that went through that portal with that missile. So he was the only one who saw the full army. He's the only
True.
one who felt that fear of like, oh shit, what they brought to Earth was nothing to what
Yeah.
they still have, and I gotta keep making suits, right? And he got
Yeah.
distracted. The Mandarin came. Seth Killian was like, "Fuck you."
Did you
I'm,
say Seth
yeah,
Killian?
is that his name or something like that?
Yo, Seth Killian is an
It's Seth. Yeah,
FGC
he's
fucking.
he's a MGC
Seth Killian is an Evo.
dude.
Oh my god.
What's his name
Seth
again?
Killian
What's his
is a
name in
fucking.
the movie? Fuck.
Yo, I swear, yo, Seth Killian is the one who cries with James Chen.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, Seth Killian is the one
Sorry.
who
His
commentates with
his
him.
name in the movie is Aldrich Killian. That's why I said Seth Killian. Yeah. So Guy
Yo,
Pearce
Seth
plays
Killian.
Aldrich Killian, and
Yo, wait, Iron Man 3 is the one with the arc reactor in the middle.
no, it's where he's like crumbling, and he's like,
Oh yeah, that's the one.
yeah, when he's like, you know what he says when he summons all the suits. He's like, Jarvis, activate house party, and they all come.
House Party.
Yeah,
Yo, we're
it's
on House Party right now.
exactly. It's
Yo, shout
dumb.
out to House Party. Thanks for
Shout
the
out to House Party,
sponsor.
man. Thanks for the sponsor. House Party, Uncle Tetsu, Tim Tam, JT. You already know who you are, man. It's not possible without you guys. We went from Marvel first to 19s to talking about in-depth analysis
God damn.
and tier lists. So
We're moving up.
we're moving up. So Iron Man 3 to me is B because um, it was just it was growth of Tony Stark. Like his armor started becoming better, and he learned the lesson that Tom Holland learned in Homecoming. If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it at all.
Ooh.
Right. That's
Yeah.
why he threw the arc reactor into the ocean because he felt like he wanted to be a hero without the suit. That's what he did. And the real hero in that one who saved the day was Pepper Potts. She did that
It's true.
crazy. She's like, that was really violent. And shout outs to what's her name again? The actress name.
Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Um, that is oof. Gwen.
Uh, Gwen Stacy. Yeah, for Spider Man.
No, that's Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani. It's the sweet escape, man.